Yes, she's known as the Swahili dub queen. Now, born Grace Iseme on the 2nd of January, so many years ago. Binti Afrika is a Swahili term meaning daughter of Africa. Binti Afrika is a queen of Swahili dub, like I said, and a sound, of course, that combines salty Swahili vibes with heavy dub reggae bass lines.
Yes, and I'm proud to say I was there when she first developed this unique sound in 2016 while collaborating with Mungo's Hi-Fi, who had come here to Kenya to work with some of the Kenyan artists. Their sound system based in Scotland, heavily influenced by the original Jamaican sound system. And before that, she was doing more Afro music and finally Afro pop.
Yeah.
And after working with Mungo's Hi-Fi, she came up with the Swahili dub, and that's been her style. I think it suits her very well. And we're going to be talking to about Binti Afrika, and talking to Binti Afrika, we got to ask her to tell us how she spends a typical day in her life, and this is what she told us.
My routine has changed, so it's not so typical. Obviously, with the new normal, things had to change because everything has slowed down. So you can't really be there racing. You end up living your life as if you're a hamster turning a wheel. So but normally I wake up at 5 a.m. That's when I hold my meds, prayers, kiasi. I still do that. I give thanks. It's like I have a mental clock. Yani 5 mi wamka. I say my prayers, I hold a meditation, and then I go back to sleep these days. During school time, normally I wouldn't go back to sleep, wake up my son, make sure, we have breakfast together and good wishes for the day, and he goes off to school. But now I go back to sleep. I wake up around 9 a.m. and I do something that I know people will laugh, museme mini mzee, but I listen to BBC World News. So I do that while I'm making my breakfast, sorting the day. In the morning, I normally have fruit and porridge. And then I get back to reading, get on my socials, check what's happening on social media, post my marketing for the day, Then I have a kitchen garden, which I'm so proud of. And I only started this with COVID-19. I was like, I need to do some things in quarantine. So I started planting my own vegetables. It's been really nice. So I step out to the garden, I check on the dogs. Around 11, workout, time ya tizi, exercise. Then after that, I can have a shower, have lunch, and then normally step out to the studio or go for any other creative meetings. I don't like putting those appointments for morning, because for me, morning is for meditation and just making sure that everything at home and your people are all right. Yeah, man. And evenings, normally, I spend most of my evenings writing music, actually. I write a lot of music in the evening. And also, I do some online courses. There are a lot of free courses on music online. And I like to always learn and know more and be better in my trade. In fact, right now, I'm doing a course called Today's Music Industry. Yeah, and that's just teaching you how to maneuver in this digital era right now. So yeah, that's my typical day. Or is it a typical day?
Catch the vibes on air and online.
We are Spotlight on Binti Afrika, the Swahili dub queen. And of course, 1999 was the year in which Binti Afrika kicked off her career as part of the Creative Minds group, which with the first hit single More Fire that was produced by Claymore, Calif Records. Of course, Claymore back then was a huge name.
Yes, I.
The recording ngoma na Claymore, Calif Records, my friend. Hata unapige tu mama simu. I made it! And now the song was nominated for a Kisima Award in 2007.
Yes, and Binti Afrika was awarded the Most Outstanding Coast Artist in 2012 and later released her debut album Sauti Inawika in January 2016, an Afro-pop compilation celebrating her ethnic roots. Now, we also got to ask her where she draws her inspiration from. Let's take a listen to what she told us.
I draw my inspiration from everyday life. What's going on around me, in front of me, people in my life, my own personal experiences. Pia, me pia waga, I'm a people watcher, and I find things really entertaining. Just watching human behavior. So, all of that, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what inspires my music. Yes, and favorite artists, man, that's a tough question because I don't have one. I have like all-time artists, that I listen to, and I have my meditation playlist, yani mi wasikiza, daily, and their words are so powerful and mean so much to me and have affected me at a certain point in my life when I really, really needed the strength. So yeah, I can say Rima, Sizzla, Nazizi, Man, Ruth's Daughter. I love you so much. You know how Giving Thanks is like my big tune. Bob Marley, of course, and I love me some Toots and Maytals. Absolutely love. Rankus, man, I'm big on Rankus right now as well. Yeah, so wacha nisitaje wengine, let me leave it there. Yeah.
Catch the vibes on air and online.
Now, Binti is also a social activist championing the Lioness Order movement, using her personal experiences and music to uplift female youths from all corners of society and support the strengthening of sisterly bonds and the spiritual nurturing of our youths.
Now, the Lioness Order, as you may have heard it, is a representation of women's innate and ethereal strength of courage with which they fight against the odds and get up after they've been knocked down. Now, Binti Afrika says she has many scars, and of course the lionesses out there have scars of their own that serve as shining reminders to be strong and conscious. It reminds her to be true to herself, and through the music she wants to help people recognize and master their power, whichever that which they felt lost due to one episode in their lives or another.
Yeah, I think that's something that also a lot of people know Binti for, is a Lioness Order slogan and the movement.
Yes.
I think it's important because in the industry, Sheriff, women, first of all, don't like to support each other.
Yes.
They feel there's that jealousy of, if Nazizi is going to be on this rhythm and do a song, man, unajua, mi sitakuwa kwa hiyo rhythm. Kuna siasa mingi sana, unaona? But with the Lioness Order and what Binti is trying to do is to bring the empresses together, and I think that's very amazing. If you can check out her recent releases that she's been doing,
Yes.
it's been, of course, with the Lionesses, there's the Lioness Order rhythm as well, and just supporting each other and coming out doing these rhythm videos. I think that's super amazing of her.
I think lady artists, the empress out there, need to do a lot more, because the thing is, you're already in an industry where there's a lot of male domination, right?
True.
You are trying to push your way into an industry and carve your own, bid on your own path.
Yeah.
You're already dealing with issues like sexism in the industry. You're dealing with
True.
harassment in the industry. You're dealing with producers who don't like the way you're dancing in your video. The producers,
Or even how you're singing. People will always have a problem with you. And like something you said, the sexism and the sexual favors
Yes.
that producers and people who do videos and
Yes.
producers and
Yes,
stuff
yes.
expect from the empresses just because I've given you a forward.
Yes.
Well, recently, I'm not going to say names, but there was a story going around about a certain empress
Yes.
and the rights to her music. And then I went deeper into the story, nikasikia ati alikuwa amesaidiwa kwanza. So what I can tell empresses right now, usisaidiwe na mtu.
Yes.
If you want to do a tune, find out how much it costs. Pay for it.
Pay for it
because
up front.
later on you find out the rights are not yours. Alafu mtu anaanza kukwanika, udem ilikuwa hivi, ilikuwa vile. I went through a harder time than any empress can ever imagine, because first of all, there was no empresses in front of me
Yes.
to show me the way, to show me this is what's gonna happen. But I'm so lucky that I landed on a good team like Ted Josiah and David Moravi and those kind of people who took me under their wing and protected me
Yes.
from the industry rather than exploited me in that way as a woman. Now, not every woman is going to have that chance.
Yes.
So I think that's why the Lioness Order is something that's very, very
That
important.
brings the ladies together.
Yeah.
And of course, sometimes imagine right now, maybe in the case, maybe in Kenya, you can deal with the producer one-on-one.
True.
Imagine if you're in a different country and you're dealing with a huge record label.
That's even crazier.
And wamekelea tu creative directors on your video.
Kwanza unaambiwa punguza kilo 20.
Yes.
Alafu hii utombo yako ayuzi.
Unaambiwa,
Ukova
skiza, madam,
trao.
you need to practice your sexy dancing.
Exactly.
You need to portray sex. You need to portray how you are
sex cells in
Yes.
short. But the thing is, right, for reggae music, it's more than that. And sometimes people will look down on the empresses because they're conscious empresses.
yes.
So why am I going to listen to a conscious artist like Binti
Yes.
if I can
Dressed skimpily.
and
in her videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Binti Afrika, the Lioness Order and the other empresses who are standing for that are trying to show we don't have to dress that way.
Yes,
we don't have to look
dance in that particular way.
in a particular way. And I really love that. It's something that's lacking a lot in the industry. And it's not easy. Just because they're standing doesn't mean everyone is supporting them. They also, like she said, has, a lot of scars
Yes.
and things that have happened in her life as a woman that have put her spirit down, but she's standing up and empowering other women, and that's powerful. Now, we also got to ask Binti Afrika, do we expect any new music? And this is what she told us.
Yes, definitely. You can expect new songs. Msanii haezi kaa bila kuandika ngoma. And I'm constantly writing. I always tell people I live in my mind a lot. So, if you think a lot, you have a lot like to put down. Yeah, so I'm constantly writing and creating. Right now, I'm working on releasing a song called Jar Children, produced by ZJ. And big up on yourself. Big tune. I also have some rhythms that I've worked with Mixmaster Chow from Half-Life Productions. They'll be coming out from next month. There's more rhythms with Everblazing. Those will also be coming out. I have some collaborations here and there. And I'm also working on my album. And that is my heart and soul. And to be released later this year, date to be announced. And yeah, so watch out for that.
Real reggae music on Vibes Radio.
This is Cease and Settle on 104.5 Vibes Radio. Nobody can stop reggae.
I can tell you when Binti started the Swahili dub and her first reggae songs, I liked them. But these ones that she's doing now, in her lyrical, the way she's writing, the way she's practiced her vocals, it should teach everybody out there that if you are determined to do something, you can do it. And she's been putting in a lot of work this year, a lot of work, a lot of recording. She's in the studio every other time. And that's what an artist needs to do, is be consistent and release music every now and then.
Yes, and of course, we've had a chance to work with. I've had a chance to work with Binti Afrika, even on different projects, including Reggae in the Sun.
Yes,
and from the stage presence and probably how the delivery, how she does the sets on stage, it's quite evident that Binti Afrika has come a long way.
Yes,
and of course she's destined to go even further.
I agree. Yeah, man. So now I also got to work with her, as I told you guys, on the Mungo's Hi-Fi project. I've also got to play with her a couple of times.
Yes.
And guess what? I and Binti Afrika and Musical Sheriff are gonna be at distant relatives in Kilifi this Saturday. So
Yes.
for all Mombasa, Masero, I hope you're hearing us. Get on a bus to Kilifi.
Yes.
We want to meet you if you're a season second fan. The social distancing in
enjoy
place. Yeah.
All the Mombasa family.
All Mombasa family.
or
We're going to
Kilifi.
be in distant relatives. Binti Afrika, Nazizi, Musical Sheriff. It's a long time when I have no good time. And they have a Soul Sunshine and Saturdays and social distancing, masks. But of course, it's going to be reggae music and a good vibe.
Yeah,
so,
of course, it's a daytime thing. So,
yeah, man.
And you guys just come out, let's have some fun. Build your own burger, by the
build
way.
your own burger. Alafu kuna rasa ameniuliza Naz, kwa hiyo posta nimeona Mirajus. What is that? Is it Ital? Nikamwambia Rasta, mina no. Hata mi sijui. Me have no idea.
Tunaenda kuonja.
But tunaenda kuona ni nini. I think it's like the Jabba juice.
Maybe like Jabba juice.
I
maybe,
think
probably.
so.
Mi nishaonja Jabba juice.
Nikakupeleka.
Nilionja Jabba juice, nywele kasimama kwa kichwa. Kastilua.
I'm telling you. Yeah, so we're shining a spotlight on Binti Afrika, and we got to ask her what is the closest song to her heart and why.
The song that's dearest to my heart, one of my songs. You go as you grow in life, of course, we go through different periods, and there are different songs that resonate with you at that particular point in your life. But I can say Journey right now, of all the songs that I have written and released, because of course there are those that I've written that I have not released. Journey is the song that's closest to my heart. That's because I had to personally, within I had to reconcile I with a lot of heavy and dark things that happened to me in my past, in my life. And, when you reconcile and you come to terms, if it's forgiving the universe, forgiving yourself, forgiving whatever pain, and, letting go, basically, just letting go. It's a big healing. So that tune is a big, big healing for I. Yeah.
Reggae Safari. Vibes Airways that can take you around the world on a unique reggae safari.
Me and Binti have a history of traveling together at least once every year.
Yes.
Started with that Nyege Nyege concert about 4 years ago, where she told me, Nazizi, naenda kwa hii show kubwa sana na ni tu support. Yani wewe ukuje tu kwe hapo backstage najua yani.
Yes.
It was her first really big show.
And funny enough,
naenda, tukaenda.
And funny enough, even this year, munaanza tena travel pamoja.
And that's what she told me. She said,
distant relatives.
And 1 week ago,
yes,
she posted a memory
yes,
of us at this time. Tulikuwa tumeenda Uganda pamoja. And usually Nyege Nyege is around now, but
yes,
it's been cancelled because of COVID and probably is going to be in December. But I'm excited because, Sheriff, since March, we've not had a dance. Although it's a daytime thing, it's
yes,
something good for me. Unajua?
And the good thing is, it's free.
Oh gosh, did you hear that? It's free entry.
My family, reggae family out of Kilifi, Mombasa, it's a free entry at tafuta fare ya kufika Kilifi.
Yes.
Tafuta chapa ya drink.
Yeah, man.
All right. Fika Kilifi, distant relatives.
Yeah,
all right.
man.
And uangalie kwenye page yangu utakosa hiyo poster.
Poster iko.
Saturday.
Hey. Ja, please help me, because the last time I planned a Mombasa trip, I'm not even going to talk about it anymore because I never went. Na sijaienda pahali paka leo. So,
yes,
big up to Binti Afrika. We have one more question for her. What she doesn't like about the music industry.
Ooh, this is a heavy one. What I don't like about the industry. Okay, number one, I'll say fakery. It's fakery, hypocritical behavior. I don't like fake people. I don't like users. And I feel like we have that in this industry. That's something that we need to weed out totally. The kind of mindset that tells somebody that I should not give. It is for me to take strength from other people and forward, But what people don't realize is that in giving, you gain even more strength, United, we are stronger. Yeah, so hayo mambo, just fakery na usabasi. To want to be around somebody so that you can go and chat about them. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Bad mind behavior. I don't like that. Yes, bad mind, you don't want this fire. We are going to blaze you with a conky fire. Yeah, man. And then another thing I really, really don't like about the industry is the fact that we truly do not support each other. I feel like support doesn't come from it's not coming from the heart, Clicking like on a post is not the same as actually taking time and listening to the music and commenting. Even if your comment is okay, I probably felt this it wasn't my thing really, or it didn't really go in my direction. That's still something that someone takes on board for their growth, But if you look at Tanzania, look at UG, people share each other's music. Artists are united. Kwanza TZ, Tanzania mazee, yani wanafagiliana kinoma. And that is something that we don't have, and I feel inaturudisha nyuma sana.
Strictly upful vibes on Vibes Radio.